What's happening? It's been a little bit, but right now, we finna talk about decision making. And if you won't make the decision, someone else is gonna make the decision, right? Now, I've been going through something, which is why I haven't been uploading for a little bit. Ignore the fact that I'm slightly topless right now. All right. Um. So basically, right, I've I've had some lore adding up to me that I cannot explain right now. But for the time being, just know that I've been experiencing a lot of different personalities. I've had an opportunity to experience a lot of different personalities at the time being. And I just like to say that if you don't make the decision, someone a lot louder and a lot more retarded than you will make the decision for you. So help me. You know what I mean? If you're ever scared to make a decision, just think to yourself that one of the incompetent people are going to stand up and make that decision before you do just because you want to be shy. You know what I mean? Um, they say the loudest one's often wrong or something like that. That is especially the point. Like, once you get out here in real life, holy moly, a lot of people, they may not have 100% grasp of what's going on. Even you might not have 100% grasp of what's going on in this situation scenario. But if you're confident in yourself, then don't be shy to step up. You know what I mean? Especially if you know that you're capable of doing things of that nature. Because someone that might be incapable, or someone that thinks that they're capable but they're not, is going to step up and fill in that role. And then you could critique them, but you have no room to speak because you were just there stagnantly. That makes sense. You know what I mean? You can't talk shit when you weren't doing anything. Word to bro. It doesn't make any sense. Right? Just take that into consideration, because oftentimes, at least for me, I could make a decision, right? I think I can make a decision in a timely manner. But I just stagnate seeing if anyone else has any decisions to make. You know what I mean? Or has any insight into what we should do. And then that person that takes charge might throw an idea out there that was arguably worse than mine, and everyone else has to roll with it because I was stagnant, and if I get second pickings of the decision, it's not going to be as impactful. If that makes sense. Like, not a lot of people are going to mess with it. The masses aren't going to like it, and then we're going to have to go with that person's decision nonetheless. You know what I mean? So if you have an idea, throw it out there. And then if someone else has an idea that's worse or better, then allocate that idea to being the worse or better category. If someone has an idea that's better, thank you. Now you just stepped up. And since you stepped up, that other person stepped up. You know what I mean? But if you don't step up, I guarantee you the worst ideas are going to flow in. If your idea seems cheeks to somebody else, they're going to try to outdo your idea. And if the idea is better, then it's benefiting you nonetheless. The idea is worse. Sorry. If the idea is better, yes, benefiting you nonetheless. And you're technically the worst idea. But you're getting people more comfortable to get out of their comfort zone to actually speak up and stand up. And oftentimes, like, once you start growing older, I'm only 19 saying this, bro, this is crazy. But once you start to get older, you start to see the cracks in everybody. Everyone's kind of bullshitting it. I'm not going to lie to you. Everyone's kind of bullshitting it just to get their way through. Or you just to start, like, even in certain scenarios, some people might be, like, pretty good on the outside, but in certain scenarios, you start seeing cracks. And, like, maybe their logic, they're thinking something, right? But, what's it called? Like, no one's perfect. You know what I mean? Some people, they don't have the greatest of decisions to make. You have to guide, like, even if you don't usually, maybe someone guides you most of the time, or something of that nature, you know what I mean? Maybe someone gives you advice most of the time. gotta take that, like, sometimes they need help too. Word up, bro. Like, you gotta guide people that previously guided you. It's always a team effort. But I just made this video to say that, man, TLDR, summary of the video, if you don't step up, someone more retarded than you will step up for you, and you're not gonna like it. You know what I mean? So step up and do your part, because it's a crazy analogy, but people with mental disabilities be yelling the loudest. You know what I mean? Like, crazy example, but you give someone with a severe mental disability their favorite toy, they start yelling in glee. You know what I mean? They can't really contain the emotions, so they're just like, you know what I mean? And when you're, for example, if you get something that you like, you're gonna be like, oh, thank you so much, X, Y, and Z. It's not as loud, but like, a person with mental disability is louder than you. It's not to josh on people with mental disabilities. I love my disabled brethren, but like, ignore the whole mental disability part and just think like people that don't use common sense. That's why I classify as retards. People that don't use common sense. Someone retarded is going to make a lot more noise voicing their opinions, and people are going to listen to the louder person. You know what I mean? Oftentimes because they're louder, right? And if you're just like whispering under your breath, yeah, I think this is a stupid idea, no one's gonna listen to you. You're just whispering under your breath when you had the opportunity to do something, you did nothing. And now that someone else took that opportunity to do something, you're whispering under your breath. It's cowardly. You know what I mean? So when you have the opportunity, step up and do something rather than do nothing. And if you get outdone, then you're still benefiting compared to if someone else steps up and you're just whispering under your breath now. You know what I mean? And even if the idea seems kind of stupid, kind of retarded, guess what? We could take factors out of your idea and implement it into the new idea. So even if your idea is worse, just throw out ideas. Throw out ideas until they don't want to hear about it anymore and they already made their conclusive decision. Until the decision is conclusive and like on paper, yeah, we're gonna do X, Y, and Z, then you always have a shot. You know what I mean? But that was the rant for today. If you don't do it, someone more retarded will. If you don't, a retard will. Word to bro. That's the title of the video. It's been a while. First upload back. I have a lot of things to talk about. Pretty sure you're gonna see that within the next couple weeks, months, maybe. But yeah, I'm probably gonna listen to Egyptian Lover and go to sleep. Word to bro. Y'all have a blessed day. Y'all have a blessed night. Have a good one. I'm Diamond One.